Hi, this is Peter from Magnetic Speaking, and I learned public speaking by watching and modeling real and fictional characters, and I believe you're the same. That's why you're here. In this video, I want to share with you 3 lessons you can learn from Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. I will highlight the lessons by analyzing one of her famous speeches in Season 4, Episode 3, and then share with you how you can incorporate the learnings into corporate presentations. And keep in mind, even though the context is different, but great speeches have similar structures, and you can learn from this one a lot. The first lesson is to hook your audience first. Hooking your audience means that you find a way to get their attention before you present. Most people think that a presentation begins when they open their mouth. That's not true. Your presentation begins when you start walking on stage. Daenerys here understood that. She had an army go there first as a symbol of confidence, and then as she started walking on stage, they went into attention. Notice that as a TV viewer, you're hooked too. You know that she's a fictional character, right? Yet the impact was the same. Obviously, you can't take an army with you to work, even though you would like to, but the principles of getting your audience's attention is the same. There are many ways you can hook your audience before you speak. You can use a prop. You can use somebody to introduce you with your credentials. Start with a powerful quote. Start with a question. And there are many, many ways. Below, you will find a link with an article that has 6 ways to hook an audience in a corporate setting. This brings us to the second principle. Handle objections up front. Objections are the elephants in the room. If you don't handle them up front, or at least acknowledge them, they will steal the attention of your audience, and you don't want that. Here, Daenerys knows that the masters of the slaves already told them lies about her. So she tackles that head on, without hesitation. Sometimes in your career, you will have to talk about the elephant in the room. Are you going to sweep it under the rug and pretend that nothing is there? Or are you going to be a strong leader and handle it head on? It's up to you. And of course, that's a strategic decision that you have to make. But if you do want to tackle it, I suggest handling it up front. A good way to bring up an objection is to say, I know some of you might be thinking, and then fill in the blank. Here are some examples you might want to use. I know some of you might be thinking that we don't have the budget for this, but, and you handle the objection. I know that some of you might have heard rumors about the FDA audit, and then you handle the objection here. I know that some of you are worried because of layoffs. Obviously, that's a big elephant. Then you handle it. I know that some of you are concerned because of our location change. That's an objection, and you handle it. And there are many, many, many more. The point here is to handle an objection up front before you move on to the meat of the matter. So far, we talked about starting with a hook to get the audience's attention, handle the objections so they don't get distracted with their own elephants in their own heads. Now we go into a very important principle, and that's to always be certain. Always be certain. The reason you buy into the character of Daenerys as a viewer is because of her level of certainty as an actress. If for a second you suspect that she's faking the role or she's not confident in the role, you will most likely suspend your belief in her and the show. And that's not gonna work. So notice her unwavering commitment and certainty to the role and as she gives the speech. You can see that in her body language and most importantly, her voice. In a corporate environment, it is important to be certain, yet open-minded, because certainty does not mean stubborn. A lot of times people confuse the two. Certain means you're absolutely certain about what you're saying, yet you're open-minded. Just in case it was wrong, you can fix it. Certain means that you believe in what you're doing and you advocate for it in a professional assertiveness. That's what certainty is. We, as human beings, learn assertiveness and certainty through modeling others who are assertive. If you want Daenerys' certainty to rub on you, then find a complete speech on YouTube and then imitate it. Don't worry, I know she's speaking a gibberish language. It doesn't matter. That tells you that certainty and the content of your speech are completely independent. You can practice the certainty muscle without worrying too much about the language. And there you have it. 3 public speaking lessons from Daenerys Targaryen's speech to the city of Meereen. Hope you found this video useful and the commentary practical for your work presentations. If you want to see more of these videos, like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you soon.